Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of our #BeInspired series. And today we have with us my friend from Seychelles and a JICA scholar here at Naruto University of Education in Japan. Welcome to our #BeInspired series, my friend, and how has life been lately?
Hi, and thank you for actually allowing me to be part of this Being Inspired series. Life has been a little bit stressful, but okay, I guess since we started a new semester and I started on the program, but I'm getting the hang of it slowly.
Yeah, I think so, especially that your kid and your husband is here. So I think that also helped you to be a little more inspired studying, right?
Yes, in fact, I have my family with me. They came in late April. Yeah, I'm really thankful to God for allowing them to actually be here. Going through the procedures was a little bit tough,
Challenging.
yeah, but I'm thankful that they are here. So this is one of the reasons why I'm also like happy and looking forward to push and finish this.
Yes, I like that motivation. So when people say that you're from Seychelles, what do they usually say and what do you say to them about Seychelles?
Well, majority of Japanese don't know. In fact, they don't know where Seychelles is. They don't know if Seychelles exists to start off with. But when I just arrived to Japan at the Shikoku JICA Center, I met someone, in fact, who actually knew where Seychelles was, and he had been to Seychelles for his honeymoon. So that was a little bit like, okay, it was a relief. So majority of people doesn't know, but once I say that I am from Seychelles, I am able to show them where Seychelles is located and talk to them. And their reaction is, wow, there's beaches, there's beautiful ocean. So this is the reaction usually.
Yeah, so same for me, I guess. So when I think about Seychelles, usually the beach, the stones, and all that. So how about when did you decide to be a teacher, and what's the best part of being a teacher, and at the same time, what's the challenging part of being a teacher?
Um, uh, Thinking back, I would say that teaching was always part of who I was or who I wanted to be, because I've never wanted to be something else.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
Ever since I was a small kid, even growing up through my primary and secondary education, this is what I've always wanted to be. And I've pushed forward and somehow managed to achieve this dream. And I guess meeting your students, like after you've taught them and seeing them achieved in life, this is one of the proudest moments, one of your proudest achievements as a teacher.
That's so true.
And even not achieving everything in life, but managing to make something out of their life. This is your like my greatest achievement as a teacher. And the challenges, well, I would say the society not appreciating teachers or valuing teachers, because we know
Yeah.
that teachers plays like a vital role in educating a nation.
True.
So sometimes you would feel discouraged because like the society is not really appreciating your effort and what you're doing and valuing this profession. So.
Because like maybe sometimes they just think that you're just standing there and discussing, but there are a lot of things behind that.
Yeah,
In a way.
it's true, because sometimes you would say, I'm tired, and then they would say, what do you do all day? You just stand there. So how can you be tired, you know? But teachers know that there's more to that, and all of us who are teaching and who has been teaching know that we want to inspire our students.
So right now you are on a JICA scholarship. So can you tell us about it? How did you find this opportunity and how is it so far?
Okay. In fact, talking about my past students, I learned about the JICA scholarship through one of my past students. She had been on one of the participated, if you want, in one of the scholarship, a short-term scholarship, and when she saw the call for application went out, she actually posted it. Sorry, on her social media platform, and she was saying like, any Seychelles who are willing to actually apply for the scholarship. So I gave it a try.
Yeah.
And it was a lengthy process. It took a little bit more than a year to actually receive the confirmation that everything is okay and really you'll be going for the scholarship. Now, back home in Seychelles, there are students who have participated, past scholars, if you want, who has participated on the 𝗖𝗓𝗢𝗢 program, and I got the opportunity to actually meet some of them as well before coming here, and they gave me some tips on how life would be in Japan, what should I bring, and things like that. So this is how I came to apply and actually get the scholarship.
Yes. So how about any tips? You've mentioned earlier that someone shared to you some tips. How about if there is any Seychelles who wants to also maybe be like you in the future, who wants to apply as well in the future? What are like the tips that you can share to them?
I would say go ahead. Like regardless of your job or what you want to be, the opportunities, not only 𝗖𝗓𝗢𝗢 scholarship but other scholarships as well, are available to different scholars. So you can give it a try. Of course, you need to be patient and invest your effort in it. And if you really want to achieve it, it will come to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that one. Is Japan like your first time traveling abroad, or if not, what are the countries that you visited before Japan?
Okay, I'm a geography teacher by profession, so I think travel is something that I really enjoy. No, to tell you the truth, this is not my first time being abroad, not the first time actually studying abroad as well. Okay, I've been to several countries in Africa. I've been to China. I've been to Mauritius, South Korea. So I've been to some countries around the world, and I look forward to actually exploring others as well.
Yes, exploring more countries in the future for
Yes.
sure. So what's your favorite part of traveling abroad or working abroad or studying abroad?
It opens your perspective to life, to opportunities available. It pushes you as well to actually be able to show what are you really made up of. Okay, because traveling and even studying abroad means that you're like separated from your family, you're on your own, you need to learn to adapt to certain changes. So I would say it's fun. Yeah, it opens your perspectives, allowing you to develop as a person and to learn a whole lot about other people's culture, way of life, way of thinking, and helps you to appreciate your country and to actually be able to live in a mixed world or society if you want. Yeah.
That's true though. So living abroad is not only fun most of the time. There are also challenges in a way. So what are the challenges that you've been through and how were you able to overcome them in a way?
The challenges, now I studied for my undergraduate degree at the University of Botswana for 2 years. And when I left Seychelles, in fact, my daughter was 10 months old. And that was heartbreaking if you want, but it was necessary at the time and one of the hardest decisions that I had to make in my life. Yeah, but so it was challenging, really challenging for me. I cried most of the most of the time, but then I also made it the reason to actually achieve the goal. So the reason I left Seychelles was to pursue my undergraduate degree. So I had to make it, you know. So she was my motivation. I left my daughter. I need to go back with my degree in hand so that, you know, it will make up for being absent. But Botswana was a little bit closer to
How long is it
Seychelles.
like from Seychelles? Like how far? Like how many hours?
So I would travel usually I would go back home every semester.
That's like after 3 months, 4 months?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It was easier, so I would travel to South Africa because there's no direct flight from Botswana to Seychelles. So I would travel to South Africa, and from South Africa, I would travel to Seychelles. So I managed to go back and see my daughter after every semester. So that was a bit of a relief, but also heartbreaking for her because I would be going back again. But it helped.
Yeah.
So some of the challenges is, especially if you don't have your family with you, and getting used to the language, okay, the time difference with people back home. For example, now in Japan, we're 5 hours
behind.
like before Seychelles. So Seychelles is 5 hours behind Japan. So when my daughter was still back in Seychelles, it was difficult for me to call her and to monitor her work because this is something that I enjoy doing. You know? So these are some of the challenges: language barrier, adapting to a new culture. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you can get all of them, all the challenges, because you're motivated. You always find a solution to the challenges,
You
right?
need to, yeah. You need to strive and somehow overcome the challenges. It doesn't mean that you're not discouraged once in a while. You don't break down and cry, but somehow you just like pick yourself up, find your motivation again, remind yourself why you're here, and keep pushing forward.
Yeah, just true.
And it helps if you have, like, I'm a very religious person. If you want, having God in your corner is very important as well. So that's one of my biggest motivation. I pray a lot and trusting in what God has actually told us to, like, I am your strength, so rely on me.
Yes.
So when you feel discouraged, you remind yourself that you're not relying on your own effort, but on the power of God.
That's also what I like about having God in our lives, right? Like, you know, whenever you are sad, whenever you have problems, you have someone to look up to who's always there 24/7 to help you out and guide you the way, I guess. I like that. So you've mentioned earlier about the language barrier. So any tip that you can share with someone learning a foreign language, like maybe for you learning Nihongo, how was it? And any tips that you can share?
Nihongo is challenging, but I'm trying my very best. And I would advise someone learning a foreign language to actually listen, pay attention, try your very best. And you need to be respectful as well to the culture, to the people, so that you can learn from them. So you need to actually try and invest some effort, especially if you're learning a foreign language. It's not impossible, but we need to try.
Yeah, we'll definitely get there in the future. So how long have you been here in Japan, and until when will you be here?
I came here in late September last year. So I will be here until April 2026.
Oh, a lot of time still. So what places have you visited so far, and what are the places that you are looking forward to visiting in the future?
In Japan.
Yes, in Japan.
Well, I got the opportunity to visit few of the prefectures. I've been to Hiroshima, I've been to Kochi, to Tokyo, but I'm looking forward to actually exploring more of the prefectures. And I really want to go to Hokkaido.
Oh, yes.
And I want to visit the bombing museum in Hiroshima and an earthquake museum in Kobe as well.
Oh, they have an earthquake museum in Kobe.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I want to actually go there. So for a geography teacher, being here is like mind-blowing if you want. I visited one extinct volcano. I managed to go to see Mount Fuji.
Yes.
So these are some of the things that I'm really enjoying about Japan. I'm learning as well.
Yeah, like in the past, we only see Mount Fuji on videos, on photos, but it really gives a different feeling when you're seeing it for yourself in person,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
I totally agree with that one. So, how about your favorite Japanese food so far? And yes, if you have, or interesting Japanese food.
Oh, about Japanese food, people would say I love sushi or whatever. I'm not really fond of Japanese food, especially because I don't eat pork.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. So majority of the meat that they use in many of their dishes here is like pork and also like the crustaceans and seafood. So I don't
Yes.
eat these things.
Ah, I
So it's
see.
been a little bit challenging for me to adapt. And also I've wanted to stop eating meats like for some times, even
Yes.
before I came to Japan. And when I just arrived, I was still eating meat, but it was a resolution for the new year that I actually stopped eating. So now I've stopped eating meat since January. So
Oh, wow.
sakana would be my favorite
Yes, yes, yes.
Japanese food now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how about the places that you are looking forward to visiting outside Japan, like maybe another country aside from Japan?
Oh, okay. So like I said before, I've been to several countries in Africa. Now I've been to some Asian countries. So the next stop would be exploring one or two countries in Europe, if possible.
Yes.
And even in America, I don't know, but Europe for sure.
Yeah. I think there will be opportunities for you in the future, like conferences available. Maybe this year or next year, for sure there will be some, and I'm excited to see your
Hopefully,
posts
yes.
during your travels. That's
Yeah.
gonna be exciting. I also want to go to Europe in the future, so
Yeah, that's all we
definitely
can
have to
go
go.
together.
I like that. I like that. So, what are the things that you miss about Seychelles? Of course, your husband is here. Your daughter is here already. So, what are the things that you miss about Seychelles?
So I would say my extended family, if you want, because I'm very close to my sisters. So I miss my sisters sometimes. Um, I do see them, like we do chat online, but still it's not the same. And of course, I miss my church community. Here in Japan, yes, we can go to church, but majority of the time it's in Japanese, and
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
little bit difficult
Yeah, I
to
agree.
actually assimilate everything being said. Yeah, so I miss that, and also the beach.
Yes. I like
The
that.
beach, a Sunday afternoon on the beach.
Beach.
And Creole food, delicious Creole food. Especially like I would say, it is called ladog in my country. Like it's a sweet dessert with coconut milk, bananas, and anyway, I prefer the banana one. But there's other things that you can put in there. So I miss that sometimes. Good Creole, authentic food.
I like your definition. Good Creole authentic food.
Yes.
So what are the things that somehow maybe you can say that it are like interesting facts about Seychelles that people don't usually know?
Oh, Seychelles is a mixed nation. Like we are mixed race, and for us, like the color of your skin doesn't mean anything, you know. Because in some countries, like if you're black or if you're white, you cannot like live in a society together. Now this doesn't really exist. You cannot really see that in Seychelles. We are mixed race, and people can live in harmony. So that's one thing that maybe people are not aware of. And Seychelles has one of the highest education, if you say, achievements in Africa.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And Seychelles is very small and is a group of islands. Okay. Yeah. So some of these things people are not aware of. Yeah.
Yes, so let's say I'm gonna go to Seychelles. I only have 1 night and 2 days, what are the things that I should do?
Okay, for sure you need to go to one of the most beautiful beach in Seychelles, which is found on my island.
Oh, I like that.
My native island, which is 𝗓𝗡𝗡. So you need to go to 𝗧𝗔𝗚𝗔𝗦𝗓 for sure. Okay, and you need to take a swim. You cannot go to the beach
without swimming.
Yes, you need to. And you also need to visit 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. So that's another thing that people are not aware of, is that Seychelles has the largest nut in the world. Yeah.
Wow.
Again, on my home island.
Yes, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, so the largest nut in the world is located or found naturally grown in Seychelles. But we do have other countries where it has been grown and it is actually growing, but the home is on 𝗓𝗡𝗡. And it's a little bit controversial, in fact, yeah, because it resembles the anatomy of a female and a male.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
So we have, it's a palm, we have 2 trees, we have the male and the female. Yeah. So you
Interesting.
need to go and see
see
that
for yourself,
for sure.
or myself,
Okay,
yes.
and you need to eat
Yes.
fish, grilled fish.
That makes me hungry now.
Yes, you need to. So these are some of the things that you definitely need to actually experience and stand in the middle of our small town looking at the clock tower, which is a very small replica of the Big Ben.
Oh, Big Ben. Wow.
Our town is called Victoria, after the late
Queen Victoria. Yes. Oh, interesting. So what makes you proud being a Seychellois?
Here in Japan, in Naruto University. I'm not the first Seychellois to study at Naruto University.
But you're the only now.
Now, I'm the only one now. There are other scholars. They are not JICA scholars, but there are other scholars, Seychelles scholars in Japan. So I'm proud to say that I come from Seychelles and to show off some of the things that we actually have to offer. And then, like, when I go for conferences or other JICA programs, I might be the only one amongst other scholars coming from Seychelles.
Wow.
Some scholars have, like, tomodachi from their country,
Yes.
but I don't have anyone. So I'm proud to wear my country's flag and to actually be part of this wide range of scholars from all across the world. Yeah.
Wow, interesting. I like that. So you're like the we are like cultural ambassadors and ambassadors of our country here in Japan.
Rightly said.
Yeah. So like maybe last one question, what's your motto or guiding principle in life?
It's a Bible verse. In fact, I rest, if you want, I function with this verse in mind. It's Jeremiah 29:11, which says that God has a plan for you, a plan not to harm you, a plan to give you hope and a future. So this is what I keep to heart. I'm reminded by this verse that God has a plan for my life, and sometimes I may not know this plan.
True.
I may not see like a little bit further than my nose, and especially when you're facing difficulties, you don't know what to expect next. But I'm reminded that God wants me to prosper, doesn't want me like to fail or doesn't want to harm me. But everything that is going on in my life is to actually improve my life. So it helps me to face the challenges and to continue pursuing whatever I'm doing. So that's the verse that keeps me going. It's my encouragement.
Yeah, I like that because like most of the time we have plans for ourselves, right?
Yes.
But when we think about it, like when we don't achieve them, maybe it's a redirection in a way.
Yes.
And maybe God's plan is like what I always remind myself is that God's plan is always than our plan
Yes.
for ourselves,
Yes.
right?
Because we don't really know what we want. Recently I saw a post which says, are you thankful for the closed doors, like the doors God closed? Are you thankful for that? It made me realize that, when you think back, there are certain things that maybe you wanted to achieve and you did not. Or something that you said, okay, I must do this, and this was not in God's plan for you. So are we really thankful for the closed doors? And do we really want to align our desires with that of God?
Yeah, I like that. So I think last one, if you want to like say a shout out to your family members, to your friends, or to anyone who's watching us right now.
A shout out would be to my family. Yes, I love you guys, and of course I miss you, but I'm trying my best.
Yes,
So
you're being an excellent cultural ambassador of Seychelles here in Japan.
and to my friends back home also, I miss them as well, and to my students, I really pray that they are doing their best and just working hard.
Yes. So I think that's all for me. Thank you very much for joining us today and enjoy the rest of your day.